Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in. I know it's a Saturday Eve, and still many of you are joining in. It's wonderful to see that. We'll just give 2 more minutes for others to join in, okay? And when others have joined, we'll start the session. We'll start correctly at 7:05. Just give me a thumbs up. I just want to see how many of you are here. Nishant, great. Rajat, great. Sham, Vamsi, other students, Prakash, Arjun, Shahid. Okay. Since it's problems, everybody is so interested. Yes. Okay. Like Devang is here, Ramya is here, Arjun is here. Okay, so many people are here, so we will start. Okay. Um, just 2 more minutes. I'm gonna tell you guys something about prop firms. Okay, it's one of the most important stuffs. Like it's the only way you can actually make money with a limited risk. The thing about props and other things are, I'll just share my screen, guys, once again. You guys can see the screen, I believe. Yeah. Okay. So the thing about props and the other things are, uh, let's say you guys are trading with your normal account or something, right? Let's say you have $1,000 in your account. This is an instant gratification kind of type of account. So you're going to risk like $100 or $50. You're trying to make $100 or you're trying to make $200. The risk is set, and the thing is you can only blow this much. But with the same capital amount, if you're going to invest $1,000, right, in a prop firm or something, you can get access to $100,000. Or if you're going to the future space, you can even get access to like 150,000, 2 to 3 accounts. So wow, why would I invest? Why should I even invest in a personal account? The thing is, a lot of people cannot win over here. That's the very hard and cold reality. A lot of people cannot win over here. But if you're looking at props and all the other things, right, it's very hard to win. If you look at just global statistics and all, if you look at why most people fail, right, if there is like 100 people who are taking a prop firm challenge, 85% of the people are going to fail. Only very few people, like out of, even if there's like 1,000 people, right, in this 1,000 people, only 8% of the population, like 80 people to 70 people, these are the only people who will get a certificate. Okay. Only these people will get the certificate. Other than that, if you want to get a payout, you already entered into the barrier of 2 to 5%. Only these people make payouts. And if you want to be consistent, you have to be the 1% of traders. So how do you do this? How do I consistently make payouts through prop firms? Is the most difficult subject, but I'm going to explain it to you, the business model behind the prop firms. You are thinking, okay, I'm just paying. If you understand how the business truly works, they really want you to fail, because only when you fail they make money. That's the business model. Okay, so the simple thing here is how prop firms actually make money. I have so many things I want to cover. Okay, like how they scam you, or how they purposely make you fail, how the rules are set up. Like they'll set up rules in a way like I want you guys to see through all of it. So we're going to start with a lot of things. So get your pen and paper. This is one of the most important videos you guys will ever have. I promise you, because if you can clear this, you can risk $100 and make $500 in 1 or 2 weeks. This is the only leverage the props will give you. But there are so many things you need to set up and understand about this. Okay. So how do the props actually make money? They make money through challenge phases. They make money through evaluation phases, and they also make money through risk filters and also consistency rules. What is challenge phase? Challenge phase is when you're going to, we're looking at an account. Oh, okay, there's a 10K account, 25K account, 50K account. You're giving them money and you're buying an account, you're failing that. That's the main source of revenue for prop firms. So only when you fail, your failure fees will go as someone else's payout. Okay. Only when you fail, the company makes money. There's no other way. There's no spread, this and all that, because you're playing in a demo account. You're playing in a sim funded. So they only make when you fail. And evaluation failures. What is evaluation failures? When you pass a funding account on certain platforms like cryptos and futures, you have to pay evaluation fees. So if I pass a 50K top step account, which is for I'll get the account 50K account for $50. But if I want to activate the evaluation, I have to pay $150 to activate it. So there are people who will pass the funding account, who will pass the SIM account, and when there's time to get funded, they will blow the account. So they will take both the challenge fees as well as the evaluation fees. And another way these people make money is risk filters. What is risk filters? Let's say suddenly you made huge amount of money. You entered precisely 2 minutes or 3 minutes before the news, and there was a huge candle. Gold gave you 1,000, 2,000 pips, right? If you made a huge money, you have like 8,000 profit. If you're trying to withdraw it, they will cancel your account. They will say you risk traded, so we will not give you the account. So they use risk to not give you the money. Okay, and then there is consistency rules. The rule which I hate the most, the consistency rule. The thing about this rule is you cannot make so much money. It's literally true. If you have an account which has consistency rules, you cannot be like, okay, I am going to make $300 today. If the next day you make $500, you have to again spend 3 to 4 days making 140, $180, like 5 to 6 days, then only you can withdraw this. I'll talk more about this, but these are all the ways they somehow take the money away from you. Even when you make money, they will not give you the amount, because they will say the consistency rule haven't applied. I'll show you a way to tackle all this in this seminar. Okay, and we are going to discuss about the market distribution for props. Majority of the people are in CFDs, some are in futures, and some are in cryptos as well, but majority are in CFDs. And I'm not saying futures are better than crypto, but futures are better than crypto. But the thing is, CFD also has an advantage, but you should know how to look at it. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few recommendation of accounts as well, so you guys know exactly what to buy and how to see through all this. And as usual, most of you know about this. CFDs usually come with two steps. One step's an instant. So two step is phase one, 8 to 10% target. You have a daily drawdown, maximum drawdown. Phase two, you have a smaller target, which is like 5% or something, and then you'll have the same risk rules and psychology filters and all that. All of these are bullshit. Straight up, all of these are bullshit. I'll tell you why. Okay. And in the CFD funding models, you have three things: two steps, one step, and instant. And you'll see why majority of the traders fail. Based on all the statistics from all the platforms, they trade mainly because of over leveraging. This is why they mainly lose. Okay, and then they forget to see the rules. This is number two. And they revenge trade. This is number three. And they overconfidently, add to winners and keep on losing. But the main thing is over leveraging. Now I'll tell you how prop firms try to scam you in a way. So the process is very simple. You have to be in an application phase. You get the account, you be in evaluation, and then you get funded, and then you start trading, and then the firm will give you capital, and the capital you can profit share 90% split, 50% split, so on and so forth. This is how the system works. This is the agile methodology. In there, they will change the profit sharing, or they will change a little bit of leverage. They'll change the way you trade, and they'll change the funding account to live capital or sim capital with multiple accounts. Now, let's see the most important part, as in how these people actually how these people actually scam you in a way into believing that you can actually do it. So initially, I'm going to use one of the big firms for an example. It's the same model. It's the same model for everything. So here we have Alpha Capital. Okay. So initially they'll be like, we are in 140 countries. We have, they don't call you traders. They call you qualified analysts, to give you the illusion of choice, and they'll be like, we have 1.2 million traders and we have paid more than 100 million in performance fees. Nobody can confirm these numbers. But the influencers will be like, hey, this guy did it, that guy did it, this guy did it. It's just illusions. What influencers are showing you payout is not true. They are showing you payout because they have another account which they can which they can show it as a payout. It's like a prop account, like a semi-funded account. You can make some money and can show it as a payout. It's a different market. Okay. And when you're looking at this, their website looks pretty good. They have traders all around the world. And then you come to this part. Okay. Initially, they give you something called as a leverage scam in the CFD space. What is a leverage scam? If you go to one step, okay, your leverage is going to be 1:30. I'm just going to open Alpha Capital on the side. I'll show you guys how they trick you so that you guys know how to buy and which account to buy. Okay, the initial thing that they do is they change the leverage. Majority of the people don't notice this. Okay, the first step is one step, right? This is one step. I'm going to get a $50,000 account. Okay, in this $50,000 account, my leverage is 1:30. Okay, my leverage is 1:30. That's it. Even when I'm on step, even if I'm unqualified. Okay, so if I go to two-step account, my leverage currently is 1:100. Wow. Is the first step is also 1:100, second step is also 1:100, and then the third step, even if I qualify, it's also 1:100. So third step probably should have more leverage, right? Since you're doing 3 steps before qualification. If you go to 3 steps, it is just 1:50, not 1:150 or 200, just 1:50. This is the first scam. Okay, because they are giving the popcorn effect for you. You guys know what the popcorn effect is? They will say a small popcorn is 150 rupees, medium popcorn is 180 rupees, but a large popcorn is 210 rupees. People majority will go for the small or they will go for the large. They won't pick the one in the middle because they will think, if 150 is small, I can probably get the large one for 210, right? They do the decoy effect. It's the same thing that's happening over here. So one step is only 130. Two-step is 1:100, but the three-step is 1:50. Why? They are targeting all the traders they know. Okay, what is all the traders they know? It's like people are impatient who just want to get it over with. They'll choose one step. People who are very laggy, you're like, you know what? I'm not very confident in what I'm doing, but I want to keep on playing it. I want to do slow and steady. They'll choose 3-step. But only less people will choose 2 steps. You know why? Because it's 2 steps. Why should I do it? I can go with 1 step, or if I'm very slow trader, I'll go with 3-step. People majority will not go with 2-step. So 2-step is the best account in the market. Okay, so always if you are trading CFDs, the best thing you can pick on is 2-step. This is one way they try to do it because you need leverage. I'm telling you, you seriously need leverage when you're trading props. Okay, this is one way, right? This is one way. So you have to pick the right step at the right time. Okay, and then if you go to their payout page, like when you're checking out page, right? When you're trying to get their account, you will see all the options stacked up again. They'll ask you what you want your target limit, what you want your this limit, that limit, and if you're ever going to pick up like C Trader or DX Trader or Trade Locker, I know some of you prefer this other than MT5. When you do this, they will charge you extra. Instead of $40, it will be $48 or $52. This also happens. You know why? Because you're using another platform, but sometimes we will not see it. We'll just hit apply code and we'll just buy it. They literally charge you for a demo account, but you're using a different terminal. Does that make sense? You're getting, okay, I like CTrader. If just say I want to take CTrader, I have to pay these guys an additional $12. If my budget is just $50 or $100 per account, I don't want to give away another $12 just for these guys to use a demo account. You understand what I mean? So this is another thing most people don't see it because they're so keen on the two-step. This is pro swing. Should I reduce my limitation? And then the price will be automatically added up. Alpha Capital might show you that you're spending a lot on different terminals, but certain platforms certainly will not show you. They'll put it inside the bill. You know, like how Zomato put the performance fees inside GST, like that. It's the same thing. Okay, and then they'll gather all the influencers, pay the influencers, and be like, we will give you a funding account, five to six funding accounts, make one payout in that, and post it, and market us. For each account you bring us, we will give you some money. So that is why whatever prop firm, even if it's the most bad and ridiculous prop firm, you will see people promoting it. So for example, you have this influencer called Tory Trades. Okay, this is an influencer called Tory Trades, and all she does is talk about trend lines, how to trade using trend lines. And she is so basically all she does is, like, when you're trading, right, all she does is, hey, we are at the 4 hours and the daily. This is all the time frame she analyzes, 4 hour daily and weekly. And she will say, she'll mark a trend like this, and then she's going to be like, hey, this is one touch point, this is two touch point, this is three touch point, and then after this I'm going to take a sell. This is her entire strategy. Okay, people can make money, lose money, that's up to them, but this is her entire strategy. Okay, she is promoting Apex Trader, which is a future prop firm which you can't hold positions for more than 1 day. Do you guys understand what that means? She is a swing trader who is using trendline to enter and exit. How is she promoting a future space, a future prop firm, which you can, in future prop firms you cannot hold a position for more than 1 day. Whatever position it is, it will be auto liquidated at the end of the day. How is a trendline swing trader promoting a future space where it's purely meant for scalpers and intraday people? So this is how they do it. Because for each sale they bring, they get 50 to 30% of the income. Okay, so that is why these people will be like, this is how I got paid this much, that much, this much. We truly don't know what's going on. But what I know for sure is this Apex is paying these influencers a good sum of money every single month, and they're giving them a fake account to show that even us people, even you guys can make it out of it. So like I said, they're giving us the illusion of choice, so they make it look easy. Wow, if there's a girl who can use using trendline strategy can make $30,000 in payout, can't I even make $1,000? And we keep on buying, trying, and eventually we will keep blowing the accounts. This is how I initially started, and I lost a good sum of money in this prop firm trading because I tried everything: CFDs, cryptos, futures, everything. Everything has its different rules. There's a time I got a payout, and they were like, this specific trade you risk so much, so we're going to cut profits from that trade alone, rest you'll get. But that trade was $300 in profit. So instead of getting $600 as payout, I only got 260 because they took the rest of the money. So there are so many examples like this because see, let's say you're taking a prop challenge, you're doing step 1, you're doing step 2, you're step 3, 5 days you somehow made it out, you made money, and the last thing you want to hear is, hey, we are from the support, I see you risk this much, I don't know if it's right or wrong, but we are going to take this money out, there's nothing you can do about it. How is that going to look like? So you need a very good guidance, a very good, you need someone who's been in the space for a long time, not just talking about technicals, fundamentals and all that, talking about someone who's been in the prop space. You need that guidance to see which account is good, which company doesn't have very strict rules and all that. If you're going, I'm going to give you a small example as well. if you're going to a future prop firm like Apex, anything which has intraday, you'll see, oh, Apex is cheap. I can get an account for $40. Yay, $40, I can get a 50K account, blah, blah, blah. This is what people think and keep on buying Apex. But they don't see is they have an intraday system. What does this mean? Let's say you guys are taking a trade. This is your stop loss, okay? And this is your TP. This is what you guys are trading, okay? And you're trading NASDAQ, gold, whatever it is, any future currencies. Price is doing something like this. You're at an entry space, correct? You have a 50K account which you got for 40 bucks. Very good luck. And your daily draw, your maximum intraday drawdown is, let's say, $1,500. You're just pushing up 5 micros. Price is going up. You're in TP. You're so happy. Price is coming back down again. It's not hitting stop loss. Okay, and price is going back up again. If it comes back till here, your account is blown. How many of you know a rule like this exists? Even if it doesn't hit SL, but what intraday trailing means, this part, right? This specific part, which was in red, this specific part, they will count as minus 600, and price will go back up and come back down again. Again, there is another red. They will count this as another 400, 500, and then your account is blown. This is what intraday drawdown means. But people don't see all this, right? This is why you need to know which account to take. This is why just because it's $40 and you're getting a 50K account, no, it's not. It's not like that. Every single rule is kept in place so that you purposely blow the account. Okay. So this is another thing. Like I said, they promote with influencers, and look at this. They feel like someone, David K. Who has got more than $300,000 in payout, right? And then you have this congratulations for Redin F. All these weird GTA kind of game names. You know, this David Who as well. And all these people got the weird payout. We don't know if it's from a random guy or it's from any other guy. Okay, so all this, what you want to become an analyst? Oh yeah, sure, why not? And they post all these things, and they have enough money to go and make another prop firm for futures as well, and they'll bring their own brokerage in as well. How do the props have so much capital? You guys need to think, because so many people fail. A lot of paid reviews, a lot of promotions, and there are so many things. Okay, there are so many things. Now I'm going to talk to you about how the prop uses strategy and rules to purposely make you fail. Time to take your books and pens. This is the most important part. Okay, all the rules you need to know. The first thing is the prop strategy. The first thing is, hey, I got a 50K account. I passed a 50K account. No. At best, these people are going to give you a drawdown of $1,500 or $2,000 for that account. So all you're actually managing is this. What's your maximum drawdown is your account size. So they give you the choice. They'll be like, hey, you get a 50K account for $100. No, you're literally getting $1,500 or $2,000 drawdown account for $100. This is what this means. Now, doesn't sound very fancy, does it? For $100, I'm only getting 1,500. Doesn't sound very fancy, does it? So this is what they do. They give you like, I'm managing a 100K account. No, bro, you're not. You're not. So why do they do this? They do this because they think you have so much margin. They think you can do so much. So when you think you can do so much, you overtrade and lose. You remember the chart where I said what's the main reason for people to lose in prop firms? Because they overtrade, because they have so much margin. This is the reason why. Okay. So that is that. Okay. So you don't have that, you only have this. And then next comes down to daily drawdown, the biggest scam in CFDs. But people don't even see this as a problem. What is a daily drawdown? So let's just say this is a 50K account, by the way. These are the stats I need to, these are the rules I need to follow to pass and get a payout. So you can see that I have a leverage of over 1:30. Very small, very, very small. All I can do with this is trade a gold to make a little bit of money. Okay, and yes, there is a change in leverage between metals, currencies, and all that. But this is what you get best. 30, 50, 100, that's all within that range. And your first target, you have to make 10%, which is you have to make $5,000. This is your first target for a 50K account. But in reality, in one day, you can only risk, not in one day, in one drawdown, you can only risk like $3,000 to make $5,000. So how much is that? You're making 40, you need to make 40% return. Do you understand that? You need to make 40% return to make $5,000 because all the drawdown you have is $3,000. You know what Ray Dalio says, right? Ray Dalio says if I lose 100% of my, sorry, Ray Dalio says like if I lose 50% of my capital, okay, I need to make 100% return to recover it all back. So if you have $1,000 account and you lose $500 and all you have is $500, you need to make 100% return to make it back to $1,000. So here, technically, all you can risk is 3,000, but you need to make 5,000. See, even though your maximum your maximum loss limit is like 5%, 6%. So this is actually maximum. Oh, screw it. It's even this is even so bad. Your maximum daily drawdown is $2,000. That's it. You're not even getting $3,000. Your maximum drawdown is 2,000. So with 2,000, you need to make 5,000. How can you do that? You only have $2,000 margin per day, and you need to make a $5,000 return. And if your daily drawdown is set at 4%, so let's say you lost $2,000 at 4%. Next day, all you have is 2% of the capital, which is another $1,000. They don't show you that over here. So your overall margin, right? So your overall margin, okay, this is even more bad. It's even more bad than I thought it would. So your overall margin, entire drawdown you have is $3,000. You need to make $5,000. Okay. In this, they will not let you use the entire margin. Per day, you can only lose $2,000. And if you lose this per day, next day all you have is $1,000. With this, you need to recover this 2,000 plus you need to make the 3,000. All for this, so that you can go to stage 2. How ridiculous is that? Oh my God, it's even more worse than I thought it would be. Okay. And there'll be maximum sim days, unlimited. Yeah, bro. Like you need an eternity for to do this. If this is this bad for a 50K account, imagine how bad it's going to be for a 100K, 200K account. So I don't even want to get to all that. But this is I hope everybody understood this. This is just for one step, guys. Okay, this is just for one step. So if you want to do the same for second step, you need there's the same drawdown which is applied again 6%, 3%, and all that. But this time, you need to make another 6%. If you you need to make 6% in the first step, another 6% at the second step, and then you'll be qualified. But 2 steps are a bit too far. Let me go to 1 step. We will block your leverage. Okay, then maybe 3 steps may be cheap. Let me try that. Let's still block your leverage. So just by this alone, just by staring at this screen alone, this is the things that are happening. These are the rules which they tell you upfront without even telling you. So this is how great the prop firms are. Okay, and then coming back to risk exposure. Okay, the third point, how they take your money from you. Let's say you're trading on Euro USD. Price is tumbling down a little bit like this. You're just trying to find a perfect entry somewhere over this supply and demand, this fair value gap, whatever it is, whatever type of trader you are. Okay, so you're seeing something like this. You're seeing a strong resistance level of liquidity which is pending over here. It needs to be taken out. So you're just waiting for the perfect entry, either this supply and demand or this fair value gap entry. Cool. Price made a huge sweep like this. You're trying to take your first entry. Okay, you are trying to take your first entry. Your order is filled. You're putting in 0.3. Okay, now price has retraced just a little bit more. See, if you come here only, your stop loss. Okay, it's very simple. Now price has retraced all the way till here. You're still more confident about this trade because you see some confirmation, 1 minute consolidation, something you see that you're so confident that it will reverse. And so what you decide to do is you put on another 0.03 or something like this. Okay, or 0.03, 0.04, whatever it is. You're just layering it. Okay, or you're martingaling it, whatever it is. Okay, price makes another dip like this, and then it goes your way like this. You hit your TP. All the liquidity has been purged. You saw the entry at the internal range, blah 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 blah, all the retail concepts, and then you're like, wow, I should have made $300, but since I risked double, I have made $618. Just a very good setup. I made so much money. Very good, very good. They will not say you anything, but when there is a time for a payout, they will say you risk so much. You can only risk 3% of the capital. You risk more than that. So we are going to take away this 0.03 and you can take the profit of 0.3. Do you understand? This is what they call as risk exposure. They send you a mail. They will say, "Hey, Mr. Prem Kumar, you're putting so much risk. We cannot pay you out this much. That we can only maximum take a risk exposure of 3% per trade." And they purposely say this trade is invalid. This is one way. Even though you make money in a payout phase, this is how they take it away from you. This has happened to me twice. And then another rule, the next rule, you'll see this lot on when you're getting a payout and when you're trying to clear an account. You cannot win an account in one day. Let's just say you have the perfect setup in the whole world, like a gold is dumping like this, like what happened at Friday. And you have took an entry like 0.4 something, price is shorted up. If price comes here, you will hit TP. You will clear the account in one day. But if you do hit TP and clear the account in one day, they will not let you pass the account. They will say a minimum of 2 to 3 to 5 days is required. You have to evaluate and trade like that. Then only we will give you account. This is what Top Step is doing. And for payouts, the same Top Step, you know what they are doing? They don't have consistency rules, but they say, okay, you made a payout. You passed the steps. You're going to make a payout. Okay. Now, what is Top Step going to say, right? When you're going to make a payout, they will say you need to trade. You need to make $500 5 different days. You need to make $100 on 5 different days. Then only you can make a payout. So if I make $100 today, next day I make 124, next day I make 110, next day I make 230, and if this day something bad happens and if the account is blown, it's blown. You're not going to get to withdraw all this. You only get to be withdrawal eligibility when you're passing 5 days. This rule applies. This is called consistency rule. Okay, this is called consistency rule, and this applies for many prop firms when you're at an instant funding or you're in futures or something like that. This is one of the this is what I said. This consistency rule is something which I truly hate the most, because you cannot make more money even if you know so surely. Like I don't know how many of you guys were on live on Friday when we were taking that live session on Tradeshala channel, right? We were taking live trades on Friday. When I was taking trade on Nasdaq that day, right? When I was taking trade on Nasdaq that day, this was the price action something. And when price came over here, when New York AM started, I put the buyer's power over here. Okay, this level over here. Immediately we had a shoot up. Last time we came here and rejected. Okay, just a micro scalp, nothing too fancy. And price came over here. I was sure that it will reject and make a little bit of fight. Since I took the trade from here till here, I made $40. I had to kill the trade. I wanted to hold this till here, whatever it is. That's all different. But if I had made more money, they will not give me payout. Does that make sense? If you make more money, the prop firms will increase your risk appetite, and they will say you cannot make more money. They will not pay you out. They will increase the consistency rule, and they will not pay you out. So for certain firms, they have 40% consistency rule, they have 60% consistency rule, and for instance account, you have 20% consistency rule. For those who are joining, I'm going to give them a free consistency calculator. It's a website, so you guys can use it. Okay. So this is the firm which I am currently trading on. This is Lucid funded. I passed the evaluation and got into a funding stage. Okay. Now this is a $25,000 funding account. You can see that if you view the details, right? If you view the details, you can see that I am afraid to make more money. 28, I made 132. 29, I made 114. 30, I made 144. If I suddenly, accidentally, if I make more than $250, I cannot get payout. In order for me to get payout from these guys, even right now, I need to make 2 more days of $100. That is the only way I can get paid out. If tomorrow my account is blown, all these profits are useless. You guys understand like how bad it is? Like see this, my consistency is like maximum profit is 144, minimum profitable days. I need to be profitable for 5 days, and then I should be under the consistency of 40%. I should be under the consistency of 40%. Then only I can request a withdrawal. If I suddenly, even if the setup is so good, you know what I mean? The setup is so good, it's going to bounce back up. I cannot make the money I want to make. I have to cut the profit. But if I lose, yeah, man, you blow the account. If I want to win 5 trading profitable days, I have to look for consistency. Even if I make $500 return, I cannot withdraw it. That is also there. Okay, that is also there. Okay, so this is the minimum trading day scam. It's all just one after other scams. So if you look at this as a consistency rule, okay, this is from My Funded Futures official. They are like the #1 prop firm space. If in one day you made $3,000, day 2 and 3 means you have failed. But if you're doing like 1,000, like 1,000, 1,200, 800, that means you have passed. What they say is we don't want to give our money to gamblers. But the real thing is, after if you want to be profitable for straight 5 days, not straight 5 days, like any 5 days, it doesn't have to be consecutive. But if you be like 4th day, something bad happens, you had a red day, but one more day for payout, you'll get more emotional. And they want you to blow the account. That's why they have kept the 5 days and the consistency rule combined together. So that what you can't make money. When you make money, you will fail. And you might think that when you are trading like this, let's just take my account. I made $350. We just saw the Lucid account funded account, right? I just made $350. So my before 28, since 28, 29, what is today? 28, 29, 30. These are the 3 days I have traded. These are the 3 days I have passed. I mean, I made a little bit of money, correct? So these are the things. So when things are like this, when I've made like 120, 140, 130, what is your entire drawdown for this? If my entire drawdown is like $1,000, right? You might think all these 350 will add up and go to my drawdown, correct? So my maximum drawdown should be 10350. I mean 1350. It's a no again. They will not consider this. They will take your profit plus the drawdown, and they will save money so that they don't do so money. So whatever you do at the end of the day, your drawdown is 1000. Your balance is not even going to add up. So even if you find a inconsistent firm, like there's no consistency rule firm, suddenly you made like $5,000 in profit by grinding for months. Even 1 month you grinded. At the end of the day, your drawdown is going to be just 1000. If you lose this, the account is blown. It doesn't matter. So if you lose 1000, in this your profit 4000 will be lost. So you'll only have 4000. This 4000 also you cannot withdraw. Yeah. I don't know even why I'm trading this right now. Okay, so this is the consistency calculator. Okay, this is the consistency calculator. So you can use this to determine what is your account size. So let's just say I have $25,000 account size. You leave the profit target. What is your total net profit? How much profit have you made? I have made $350 in profit. What is my best trading day profit required? Let's just say I'm going to put. I made 140, right? I'm going to put in 143. And the consistency rule is 40%. If I calculate this, exceeds consistency, I need to make 2 more days, or I have to reduce my profit and I have to do it very slowly again. Then only I'll make money. This thing I'll provide this to you guys. Okay, this is consistency rule calculator.org. That's all it is. Okay, and the next method, how they trick you. This is mainly for CFDs. Okay, slippage, spread, and widening. Only when you win, you know, only when you win, they will increase the slippage and spreads. So let's just say you're making a lot of money, causing a lot of bad things for this problems and all that. Okay, the price is dumping down, doing something like this, and all that. Let's just say you're trying to long over here. You know, ask price and bid price, right? Ask price and bid price. This thing, when you're winning, when you're already profiting, when you're trying to make money, it will just move like this, 1 microsecond. You will not be able to see it in your naked eye. The moment you punch in, it will do like this and then come back down. You're like, I put my position there. Why? In that 1 second, in that 1 microsecond, the terminal will flicker, and you'll be having a bad entry. Since you're already starting with a big loss, it's more easy for you to blow the account or make even more stupid trades. You understand? So this they do only when you're winning. Okay, 80% of the firms do this. Okay, they do this. It's called spread widening, and they do something called slippage when you're taking a very good entry instead of taking entry. They do so many things like this. So for this is what they do. And so if you're trading like any other pairs like USD, JPY, something, and you predicted the move, right? You predicted the move and all that. You perfectly entered. Buy one lot. I'm making money. I'm making money. I'm happy and all that. And your trade is coming like this. You're about to close the trade. TP hit. Last high took. You're about to close the trade. Suddenly, instead of closing over here, you'll close here only. You'll be like, huh? When you complain, they'll say it's spread. That time the market was like that. What can we do? Okay. This is what I like to say as B book behavior. This is what B book brokers do. If you go to any good brokers like Vantage, Exness, and all that, they will not do this thing because they are A books. If you go to anything which is B book, then make sure to take as much as away from you. These are all B-book behaviors. And 80% firms do this. Still now 80% do this. But I have a list of firms that doesn't do this. Okay. And as another thing, it's a very interesting thing, this one. Okay. Manual review delay. What is this? A manual review delay. You don't even know what this is. Trust me. There's this time when I started to making a lot of money from prop firms. Okay, like money. I mean, it's not huge, but it was consistent. I would say that. So the stages are: you pass, you trade, you get a payout. You get a payout. And when you're trying to request a payout, that's where the real drama begins. Okay, they will say something called account review. You know what they say? They purposely, what they do is they will remove your ID verification and say we need a different type of ID proof to know that you are the guy who are trading behind this account. But if I upload them the proof, they will do it, right? No problem, right? That's the problem. So what they do is they will say this and say your identity verification is not cleared. So until you upload and the identity verification is success, we will not release the payout. They do this. Why do they do this? Because you have already gone through all the barrier, 5 profitable days, consistency rules, everything you have won, and you're about to request a payout. When you do this, they bring this so that they will take 2, 3 to maximum 5 days time, even 7 working days for some low end firms. When they do this, you tend to like, I still have like 5, 6, 7 days time. I can just increase the profit. If one bad day happens, because you already have profit, you want to make more money. If one bad day happens, you still think I'm already in green, let me risk a little bit more. And if one day you decide to risk a little bit more, it will just destroy your entire account. And once your account is destroyed, your ID verification is success. This happened to me like 3 times in the past 3 to 4 years. This happened to me 3 times from different firms. I got so pissed off, like they do this on purpose. I gave my passport. ID verification is required. Show us your face in a 360 view. I go with my phone like this and blah blah like that. Look me in the eye, open the eye. Like, okay, verify this. Our verification agent is watching it, and we'll get back to you shortly. 48 hours, 3 days, 5 days, nothing. Once I decide to play, just take a little bit more money, and some bad news happens, like the Thursday and Friday, which happened on gold trade. Some bad thing happens, your balance is not even adding up with the profit. You lose the entire account, and after that, they are like, "Hey, you are who you say you are." It's a bunch of narcissists running behind the accounts. Okay, this is one way they trick you. It's the most absurd way. I fell prey for this. Okay. I'm still angry about this. Okay, you leave all that. And the next thing is trade history. They know they have our trade history, but they be like, hey, you know what? We would like to see your trade history. You're layering too much positions, Mr. Priyan Prem Kumar. You're risking too much positions from your account size. We have limited your risk to 3%, but still it's a bit too much more. Reduce your risk, or else you will take away the profits. Reduce your risk, will take away. Reduce the risk, will take away profit. I am risking the profits which I made. Who are you? Correct. I am risking the profits which I made. Who are you to tell me? It's just profits. Beyond your all stupid rules, I'm still trying to make money from it, but you're still like blocking my profits. So this, they'll do the same tactic as this one. They'll take 3 to 4 days. They'll say review completed, and they expect you to, man, let this idiot blow the damn account. That's what they do. This is another thing. And risk team checking. This is a fun part. Let's just say you're taking trades on any funded accounts with more than 2+ devices. You're trading in your phone, you're trading in your computer, and you're, let's say you're taking that and traveling it to some other, like I go to Kerala, Chennai, Bangalore, like let's say you're going more than 2 or 3 places. They will literally video call you. The support team will say you keep frequently changing your locations. We want to know if you are the right person. They will video call you and ask about your strategy, and they will look at that in the back and say, okay, this is a good person, this is a bad person, and they still have the ability to reject you if you're traveling and trading in multiple devices. This is fair, but they still ask about your strategy. What strategy are you using? We are from this place, that place. Are you using this? Is it aligning with the trades which I'm taking? They call this strategy correlation. I had this guy call me from Australia. Weird accent and okay. Back to back to session. Okay. And another thing is payout structure for psychology. Okay. So what does this mean? Uh, they will say we will only release the first payout after 30 days. We will release the first payout after 30 days. You will see this for, there is a website called Instant Funding. Okay. So what this platform does is they will give you the account instantly. They will give it to you instantly. But they are going to be like, if you want to take a payout, you can only take after 15 or 13 days. And you have to be profitable for 5 days, making more than $50 to $100. Only after you follow all these stupid rules, then only you can make money. And after that, it's like you have to follow this, and then plus you have to follow 5 days of $50 or something like that. This is another this is payout structure psychology. So they make sure uh, you don't win. Okay. And then the fifth one is lot size limit risk rule. I hate this one to my very heart. This thing is, don't add to winners. My core strategy, everything that I do, my 1:5 RR, 8 RR setups, whatever you see me flipping $16 to $1,600 2 weeks ago on Market Seller, all these things come from adding to winners. They don't let you play with the profits. If you add to winner, what does add to winner mean? Gold is dumping like this. Price is trying to go back up. Let's say you entered. Okay, you entered by 0.1. Price, you're so sure that price is going to go to the upside. Price is making a retracement to this fair value or something, and price is going to go back up. Instead of putting 0.01 over here, you can put in another 0.05. So if it's 0.1 over here, you can put in 0.05. This is like adding to winner. This is a strong part of my strategy. I like to abuse and put positions on when I'm winning, because when I'm right, I want to be the most powerful. If you guys know Richard Dennis, right? You guys know Richard Dennis, right? This is the most famous commodity traders. He's the he has a nickname in the stock market, pit of the markets. He has turned a lot of money. I don't remember it right now. He trades soybeans. He trades soybeans, and he has made so much money. I'm just going to put in how much money did he make. Okay, if you, let's go and check it at the Wikipedia. No, you just see the AI here itself. Richard Dennis is made an estimate of $200 million from a $400 trading account. You guys seeing this? He has made $200 million from a $400 trading account. This is true. This is true. This is someone who has done it. Okay, he began with the $400 in capital after borrowing $1,600 from his family and spending $1,200 on a seat and a mid-American commodity exchange. By the end of 1970, he had become a millionaire and continued to grow his wealth throughout disciplined trading. I have learned about the strategy, what he does, and all that. And he's talking a lot about intuition. and he's talking a lot about adding to winners. Okay, two super advices which I usually follow is I like to take my entry where the masses keep their stops. This is from Dr. Paul, very good psychology trader. I like to take my entry where the masses keep their stops. Where majority of the people are going to clutter their stills, I would like to take my entry over there. Number one rule I follow. Number second follow is I would like to add to my winners. Because when majority of the people you see when they are trading, price will dump down, they will add, dump down again, they will add. This is what they do. But if price is actually respecting and going in your way, you'll not tend to add it because you're afraid it will reverse, it will reverse, it will reverse, it will reverse. But if you're very sure about this, when you add on to your winners, this is where majority of the time you make money. Majority of my loss recovers and everything has been made through this. You need to add to your winners because that is the only thing majority of the people don't do, and they will stick to the 1 minute or 5 minute. They will see the price going like this, one strong 1 minute candle, they will get afraid and they will exit. But meanwhile it's just a good retracement for it to go back up. This is a part you should enter, not exit. Okay, so that, okay, and then that's what they are restricting over here. Don't add to winners. It's a really piss me off kind of trade. And then max lot per day per asset class. It's a hidden rule. They will never tell you. It's a hidden rule. If you are risking, let's say you have a $10,000 account. If you're risking more than 1.5 lots or 2 lots, I don't know the numbers, per gold on a gold trade per day, that means you're a high risky trader and they will put your account on hold. Or if you make money, they will not let you keep the money. They'll split 50% of the money, or they'll give you a warning, something like this they do. Okay, and then like this is also there, and then there's something called news trading, which I didn't forgot to add up. Sorry, there's something called news trading. What is news trading? Let's say CPI is going to come at 7 p.m. You're at 6:55. You're looking for gold, Nasdaq, something. Price is before 6:55, price is making a huge sweep like this. If you decide to enter 5 minutes before or 5 minutes after, when the news is about to open or close, that profit is invalid. So at 6:58, you're opening a trade over here. Very good trade. Price did this. You know it happens, CPI, right? You exited over here. You made $3,000. They will say you traded this on news. We are not going to give you this payout. This is what they do. This is news trading. This is mainly happening on CFDs, but this is not there on futures. So these are all the rules ever. And one small tip I want to give you guys is you go to any website. This is FTMO, for example. FTMO is there in India. They have registered, and Indian users can buy FTMO. If you ever see an account that says 19% discount, best value, this, that, this, that, if they overemphasize the account, that means that is an account that that the company wants you to buy. If they are pushing and saying discount is here, discount is there in specific account, that means there is a very hard account to crack. They will only give you discounts on certain things only when that account is profitable for the company and not for you. So in this 50-25 makes sense more than the 100K, because when they this is so true. If they give you a discount, that means they are making more money from that account and they want you to fail in that account. Okay, so don't go for the ones which they obviously give you discount and full highlights this thing and all that. They are doing something there. The best, if there's an account with a firm, they have never given a discount to it, that means that is the account that majority of the people are making money from. But us as Indians, third world countries, all these people go to these and see, feel like, oh, it's the best value, 19% discount. Ah, Saravana stores, Pothi stores, blah, blah, blah. This is another scam which they do so that they make money. If get the accounts which they're not giving a discount. Discount has to be occasional. If they're giving discount for Christmas, New Year, and all that, that is fine. Every prop does that for business. But if even if in off-season times these people are still giving discount, don't take that account because the rules will be like that. Trust me. Okay. Now, now let's come to the part of how professionals get paid. How do you get paid? How do you get paid? How do you get paid? Huh? How do you get paid? What the hell is all these rules and how do I even get paid from all this? Okay, but there is a way. There is a way. You have to, all these rules which I have said to you guys right now are rules that all these rules cannot be in one account. Certain rules are there for certain accounts. Certain type of account is not there for certain accounts. So what do I mean by this? I'll take Lucid for example for this thing. This is just one prop firm's account for futures. I'll show an example. Okay, I'll show an example. So if I go to Lucid and say like add an account, okay, you have all these options: Lucid Pro, Lucid Black, Lucid Flex, Lucid Direct. You can see which one is being highlighted, right? So that means I'll not buy this one. I know something is there which I don't know that is going to happen, and they will give a super hook so that they want you to buy the account. But I will not get that one because it's being highlighted. It's just intuition, it's just intuition. It's like showing laser to a cat. So if you go to Lucid Pro, what this account offers you, let's do a quick evaluation. Okay, let's just focus on 25K account, budget friendly accounts, anything under $100, $110. If you go to Lucid Pro, the reset fees is $75. You need to take a book like what I am doing. You need to take a book and write it down like this, or else you will get scammed. Or you can use the help of ChatGPT if you want to find the right account for you. What is Lucid Pro? Lucid Pro is you can get the account for $84. You can the reset if you lose it, the reset fee is $75. Your maximum loss limit is $1,000. So that is it. There is no daily loss limit. Good. No daily loss limit. That is good. So I have $1,000. I just need to make 1,250. So that is I just need to make a 1.2 is there a 1.2 RR? That's all I need to make. One good set, three good setup, I can make that. So far this is good. And the drawdown type is end of day. What does end of day mean? End of day means there is no trailing. Trailing means even if it doesn't hit SL, but if it ranges between my SL and TP, I will blow the account. So end of day means they will not calculate until my SL is being hit. Very good. And my max size is 2 to 20. This is also fine. No activation fees. TopStep has $150 in activation fees. Alpha Futures have $150 in activation fees. This thing doesn't have an activation fee for this specific account. That's good. And the dashboard is real time. I cannot stress enough like how important this real time is. Okay, real time is much needed. Always go for real time. Okay, pass in as little as 1 day. Even 1 day is enough to pass the account. Good. Let's go see the funded rules. The funded rules are a consistency. These are the 2 points which Lucid scale DLL above initial trade. What that means is if I have $1,350, $1,350 is not my drawdown. $1,000 is my drawdown. So if I lose, my entire profit is gone. That is what that means. And the consistency should be 40%. I cannot make more than certain amount, and I have to make more than $50 every single day. And the minimum days for profit is 5 days or $50. So I need to make more than $50 5 days, plus maintain below the consistency and make sure to risk my profit also. Then only I can make payout. And you can go to payout to live in 6 times. This actually is a decent rule. If you go to Lucid Black, it's a bit expensive, $91 and all that, but the consistency is 60% more space for you guys. But you cannot pass it in one day. You cannot pass it in one day. You need to pass at least, it takes at least 2 to 3 days. Okay. And for the funded rules, the great thing is you can get paid out in 3 days. If you're right for 3 days, you can get payout. Plus, this thing has consistency rule. But if you look at Lucid Flex, there is no consistency rule. But you have all the other rules. This is how all these accounts are being managed. This is Lucid Direct. What's it Lucid Direct means? Lucid Direct means you no evaluation, you'll straight away get the capital. Okay, you'll straight away get the capital. But the thing is, you cannot. The consistency rule is just 20%. You cannot even make $250 to $300 profit per day. You have to be, if you're making 250, everything should be below that. Okay, and minimum days of payout is 8 days. So you need to show them 8 profitable days of more than $50 or $100, something like that. Okay, so this is it. So you can do research like this. This is my example on how I do for Lucid. You can do the same for your CFDs, futures, cryptos, and all of that as well. Okay, so that is the thing I'm trying to tell you guys. Yes, there is still a way to get money out of this, but you need to understand the type of trader you are and what type of plan is going to suit for you. And you just need to slowly work on one type of firm until you're comfortable enough to get a payout certificate and all that from it. What if this is so difficult, why should I do this? This will be another question. I'll tell you why. If you do this for a consistent amount of time, you start making very good amount of returns, and the company will hire you as a freelancer, and they will give you real live 100k, 200k, 300k capital, and you can take payout every single day if you want to. Plus they'll give you a salary if you're a very good trader. I don't know if it's geographically can you get, but they will at least give you as a freelancer, and will give you a good profit spread, 50%, 40%, something like that on a live account. That is what they do. Okay, that is what they do. This is the only main advantage you can get. All you need to do is shouldn't be greedy. You gotta be like, okay, this is a firm. I'm going to take my trials. I'm going to see what it is. Once you make like 5, 6 continuous payouts, they will give you live account. That is, if they do that, you have full restrictions. You can do whatever you want. The company will give you $10,000, $5,000, whatever you make, you can withdraw in one day. This is actually happening in TopStep, Take Profit Trader, and certain firms. But what I suggest you to do is you need a roadmap. A roadmap is how to trade. Which account should I take first so that I can get certified and get continuous payouts? And with that payouts, I can get a bigger account size like 100k, 150k. So it is not easy to blow. And I don't even, as an Indian, I don't see any, you don't need to make more than $100, $200 per day. There is no need. What are you going to spend on 20k rupees every single day? So as an Indian, $100, $200 is more than enough. If you get a 150k account or something like that, and you have to lose $6,000 to blow the entire account, and all you need to make is $100 per day, this is possible. Does that make sense? This is possible. So initially, you need to figure out what accounts sets for you, make the money, put it in a higher accounts, make small returns. Eventually, they will give you live funding. Until then, all you're doing is sim. They'll give you live funding, and then you will make money and cross it along the way. Okay, so it's going to take time. So initially, what I would recommend you guys to do is you do the Vantage account, you grow the account, you just keep on pushing it yourself in your personal account, keep on growing it. Make sure you have a track record, 3 months, 6 months proving profitability. It will just help you to attract more capital. It will just simply help you to attract more capital. And you show these people a little bit of consistency. So this is my allocation history on another investment, same prop firm investment account. You can see up. Oh wait, let's put this up. You can see July. It's based on P&L. Okay. Okay. You can see on July 25, £1,000. September 25, £1,975. October 25, £3,480. November 2.8 lakhs. December 3.2 lakhs. You can monthly do this with the high. So how are you able to do so much like this, blah 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 blah? If my answer to that question is simply because I have a higher allocation. See, ReNFX, this is a 2 crore account, and I made 26% in that on a 6 months time. Everybody can do it. It's the same thing you do with prop firms as well, but you have to respect your process and put the reps in Vantage. You have to put your reps in the personal account. You have to put the reps in the funding account, and get small accounts so that you get used to the account. You know what the rules are. You go to a good accounts and you make it, and based on certain things, you guys can make seriously good money. For example, you should know what firm is offering you that is actually good for you. Okay, because every firm offers a different plan. So if you look at 5%ers, right? In this is one of my favorite CFDs firms, and if you look at their one of the programs, right? They don't advertise much. I actually like that. They don't advertise. They are still number one. Okay, so I like that about them. So you can see over here they have 3 steps: 1 step, 2 step, and 3 step. But if you observe closely over here, this 3-step boot camp, okay, this 3-step boot camp for 250K account, you can get it for 9,000 rupees. Okay, you can get a 250K account for 9,000 rupees. Your profit target is 6%. Your max loss is 5%. There is no daily pause. Every CFD will have a daily pause, but they have no maximum is 5%. So you're more going to not going to break the rules. Plus, you're initially only giving away 9,000. And leverage is low. Obviously, it's a damn big account. I mean, the account size is sufficient enough. And when you do the second step, you have to pay another 13K. And in step 3, you have to pay another 18K. So overall, for 250K account, you're only paying 23,000. But only after you pass certain steps only, you need to pay for the next allocation. So let's say step 1, you made 6%, you pay 9,000. Step 2, you make 6%, you pay 13,000. Step 3, like installment for your college or something like that, right? Step 3 is another 18,000. When you combine like everything like this, finally you'll only have to pay 23K, but you have an allocation of 250K. Just make 1%, that is $2,500 a month. You have to know all the account what you need. That is something only I think I can provide. I don't think a lot of people have this much knowledge in firms, experience, and all these things. Like I think I have it, and I will help you guys. But you guys need to learn a lot of things for this. Which is the best account for me? What type of trader I am? Based on your psychology only, I can refer you. If you're going to futures is better, CFDs is better, or crypto is better. So all these things will take time. Okay. So that is what I'm mainly trying to tell you guys. This is a very important part. And if you truly know which account to take, you can take even multiple accounts. But if you truly know which one to take and which one to run with it, you're going to make some decent amount of money. Okay, in the long run. And the more capital you have, let's just say you have $1 million in capital, 1% is $10,000 per month. It is very impossible to blow the account. Trading becomes very easy when you have a higher allocation. That is also there. That's true. Okay. So the stages between how professionals get paid is they do something called a fixed daily target. They stop trading after their target. They only risk very low so that they don't breach it. And they preserve the capital as much as possible so that you get into life. Okay. There is something called alpha prime. What is Alpha Prime? Uh, this is from Alpha Capital and Alpha Futures. They will, where talent meets opportunity. They have a separate program like this. So if you are a very good trader, either in Alpha Capital or in Alpha Futures, when you consistently get paid out for 5, 6, 10 times like that, they will give you live account and they'll give you a salary as well. This is real, and they are not accepting any Indian participants for now. But it's obvious that these kind of market is going to come to Indian as well, and some prop firms will come to India as well. I've read today that Tradeify CEO or some guy who's important in a Tradeify, it's a very big prop firm, Tradeify. They make $4 million per month. That guy is also Indian. Okay, one very important. I don't know his title, but that guy is also Indian. So the thing is, when opportunities like this come, you need to be prepared. Now imagine getting a job from these guys. Whether you make money or not, you'll still get $500,000 salary. You'll make profit split. Your life is good. You can do whatever you want. Okay, so that is that, guys. Okay, that is it from me. That's why I'm personally telling you guys to grow with your account, grow your capital, make sure you have a track record so people can trust. And if there's anything future in the future, we are going to bring a new program just for specific for funding traders alone. Like if you cannot get funded, we will give you the entire fees for free, like 100% money back. I'm so confident because I can help people do that. So that is what I'm planning to do next. So if any of you will be interested, you can just join the program. And early participants, since because many of you are from our community itself, you'll get a super discount as well. So it is like no reason for you not to lose it, right? One payout, you will recover the entire thing. What's that? You're just getting the skill. I'm not going to catch you guys the fish. I'm going to teach you guys how to fish so that you can catch as much as fish as you want. Okay, so that is the plan. That is what you're going to do. That is why we set up this boot camp, so that you understand before you guys like, I'm gonna get 1 million. I know some guys said I want to get $1,000 or 1 million in funding today. These are the things you need to know. And all I said today is nothing but basics. I have just covered basics. I haven't even went into full depth on what you need to see and even more. These are all just rules. Rules is something you can even read it online. How to trade it is a different subject. Whether you futures, CFDs, there's all different ways to trade it. But once you get there, you can make $1 million, $2 million funding also. Easy. It'll take time, but if you have frequent money, if you have monthly 2 lakhs coming in, you can spend it on funding account and you can try to flip it. Okay, so guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope this session was valuable. Has anybody learned anything? Just give me some emotes, guys. Oh, suddenly feel like a YouTuber. Okay, that is that, guys. So in the future, I'll be bringing a super program for this so that you guys will make money. Because all I request from your end is keep trading in your personal account, deposit more, try more, and grow with it. Okay, just grow with it and just grow with it and go to our website if there's any updates. You know, Market Shella website is there. You can see a few of the things which we offer and all that. And also join our community classes if you're outside, and you'll be part of our community, and everything will be fine. So guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for joining in. I think I took too much time. Thank you again. Happy weekend.